There's a dirty stain on the federal government's proposal to create a clean manufacturing industry in Australia. You might have heard of the Future Made in Australia plan. On paper, it's a great idea. We're going to create jobs and increase productivity by becoming a powerhouse of green industries with renewable energy, green hydrogen, and critical minerals processing. We'll use renewable energy to power our homes, businesses, factories, and industry, and export clean energy and refined minerals to our trading partners. To make the plan a reality, the government has committed about $20 billion in support and incentives over 10 years to encourage investment. Overall, it sounds like a win-win. We create jobs and make things that will reduce Australia's greenhouse gas emissions and save the world. What's not to love? Until you remember that just a few days before the $20 billion budget announcement, the government released its future gas strategy, which says that Australia urgently needs to increase its gas exploration and production through to 2050 and beyond. Apparently, we need more gas for our manufacturing industry, and we need more gas to export to our trading partners, which means the government is over here saying clean energy and hydrogen is the fuel of the future. Everybody do more of that. At the same time as it is saying over here, gas is the fuel of the future. Everybody do more gas. They're directly contradictory. If you're trying to revive your local manufacturing industry, diversify your economy, create clean jobs, and lower greenhouse gas emissions, you don't do it by doubling down on a capital-intensive, foreign-owned, low-tax, single-export fossil fuel industry. It gets worse when you realise what sort of incentives the government is offering to clean industry versus the fossil fuel industry. As I said, the government has committed $20 billion over 10 years to the Future Made in Australia policy via things like tax rebates. 10 years. And most of that isn't going to be spent until after 2027. We've got a federal election in 2025. There's no guarantee that this government will even be around by 2027. When you look in a different part of the budget, you see how much the government plans to be spending on tax breaks and subsidies for fossil fuel use, like petrol and diesel. It's over $10 billion every single year. In fact, in 2027, they expect to spend $12 billion because they're expecting increased use of these polluting fuels. This is like me announcing a healthy eating policy in my home and then offering my kids $2 in 3 years' time to incentivise them to eat more broccoli today. Except I also put $10 on the table right now to eat lollies. Oh, and at the same time, I've also announced a junk food to 2050 policy where I'm encouraging and subsidising and passing legislation to lock in more production and delivery of lollies directly to my house. What are my kids going to choose? What am I making it easier for them to eat? If you were a broccoli farmer, would you be getting ready to go and plant your fields in anticipation of a boom in broccoli demand? Guys, this isn't about broccoli. Technically, it is true that the government is providing incentives for a green manufacturing industry. In fact, they're spending $45 million on an advertising campaign to talk about it. But actions speak louder than words. And while the government might be saying the future made in Australia will be green, its actions are saying something quite different.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to keep up to date with all our latest research and work, sign up to our newsletter. Delivered every fortnight, it includes behind-the-scenes updates from Richard Dennis, an exclusive cartoon from Judy Horacek, details for our upcoming events and webinars, as well as explainers, graphs, and not to mention the latest cutting-edge research and analysis from the team here on the key issues that are facing Australia. Click the button on your screen to check it out.